Hi everyone, my name is Burge and this is my Flosstube number 19, I believe, and it is February 21st, I think. My days are blending together. I was just noticing how pale I am. Here in Arizona, it is unusual to be pale even in the winter because the sun is shining every day almost. And today I was very hot in the car. The sun was beating on me. But I never go outside. I rarely go outside. Too cold to go swimming. And so I find myself inside, and I looked at myself and I was like, I need to get some sun. Anyway, this is not about sun or tans. This is about cross stitch, and I have some whips to show you and some other things to talk about. So let's get to it. I was working. I am participating in embroidery.com's I Love to Stitch for February, and I have been stitching at least half a day, if not quite a bit more, all month. I've managed to do it every day, and today I was stitching quite a bit on a project that I'm not going to show you because it's something I'm designing, and I'm not sure exactly how it's going to come out. So I want to finish that up before I show anybody. Anyway, I was working quite a bit on the Candy Heart chart by fatquartershop.com, and I had to put it in timeout. I had gotten all the way down here, and I was missing this color, and my sister Beth had it, but she didn't know she had it, so she was looking for it. So I went ahead and started on this color. That's why I have partial things here. Well, when I got down here, I realized that I had put one too many stitches up here, so it was one stitch off the entire way. And I thought, I'll just leave it like that. And then I realized if I do, this one's correct, and if I do these other two correctly, then that will look strange. So I had to take it back, and then I stitched all the way to here. I did taking out and stitching back down all in one day, and then I said, that's enough. You're going in timeout. I'm tired of you. So fortunately I didn't have to take out the darker yellow, and I won't have to redo that, and this should work up pretty quickly. It's not that many stitches. I just had to put it down. So again, that's Candy Heart chart by fatquarter.com. Anyway, I know you don't like to show the charts, but it doesn't have a picture. So the same thing with Black Whale by DMC. Now, I only ever show the top one. It's actually two whales. But I'm not positive I'm going to do both of them. I might. I just started with the top one, and if I want to do the second one, I will. And I measured the cloth, so they should fit, but I did some more on this. I hadn't really picked it up since October, so I did some white and off-white in here. You can't really see it. Maybe you can. I don't know. And I did a few more rows of black. It doesn't look like I did a lot, but I did. And I'm liking the way it's looking. Now I'm using Etoile instead of the called for just DMC black, but I like the way it's coming out. And then my third whip is Peep by Stitching with the Housewives. And as I mentioned last week, they do their patterns on black. I might have to go back in and put in the black eyes before I'm done with any of the yellow things, because they look creepy. These empty-eyed ducks look very creepy. But I got a lot done since last time, worked on these ducks. And like I said, I usually do more than half an hour. And I have a feeling it'll continue to come together pretty quickly. And that comes to my haul. Now, any of you that listen to my sisters in my YouTube, you know we've been having some sound issues. So I bought a microphone. And I haven't watched it yet this week, but my understanding is now it's too loud and you can hear all the paper rustling and all that. But it's better than not being able to hear it all. So, and I noticed that I have a tendency to talk too softly. And if you can tell, my throat gets gravelly very quickly. And it's only been doing that, I think. It's only been doing that since I had COVID. It was quite a bit of coughing, and I think that my throat just needs more time to recover. But then my sister and I wanted to pick up some of these. These are drapery weights. You put them in the bottom of drapes to get them to hang properly. And I knew I needed to go to Joann's to get them. Well, maybe they would have been somewhere else, but it's Sunday. So I couldn't go to Hobby Lobby, and Michael's doesn't have sewing things. So I asked my sister, do you want to go to Hobby Lobby? Joann's. And she said, sure. Well, earlier this week, my sister did something, and her hip and her leg hurt a lot. She's having a lot of difficulty walking. And I said, you had a transport chair for my mom because she had walking difficulties. And I said, well, just take the transport chair and I'll push you, because Joann's doesn't have those automatic carts. And so off we went. Well, the one close to my house, which is about 7 minutes away, they were closed for deep cleaning. And the people that were cleaning it said, I don't know if they're opening again today. And I said, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to stick around or come back. So we went to the next closest one, which was maybe half an hour or more away. I don't usually go that far to it, but we had my dad with me in the car. He decided to go just for the ride, and so off we went. And I helped my sister out and put her in the transport chair. She's doing a little better today, but I didn't want her to, go backwards. And she's supposed to finally see the doctor on Tuesday. Hopefully they can give her some relief. But oh my gosh, to go up into Joann's, it was an angle, the ramps that they have for wheelchairs and the stuff. And they have those little bumps on them, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. It was so hard. But of course, I couldn't buy just drapery weights. And we were also looking for some lobster claws. They're very difficult to find, especially in any other color than silver. And these are like a copper color, and I found these, which are kind of goldish color. And the reason I really wanted those, I went for these two things, was because I made these soldier, can you see it? I don't know if you can. Scissor fobs for our Etsy site. And there's the tank. And I think this is like a medallion. It's got a little grenade. I don't know if I like grenades, but I like these. And my father was in the Army. We had other members of the family in the Army. I didn't see any charms for any other of the branches of the military, Air Force or Marines or anything. If I did, I would snap them up. And here's the little soldier. And I did use the olive drab nuggets. Anyway, I put a gold lobster claw, but I kind of wanted a bigger one. And these aren't a lot bigger, but they're a tiny bit bigger. And I don't know. We'll see if they work. But so I wanted that, and I want to offer these. They're not on the Etsy site yet because I couldn't find split rings like you would use for keychains. I want to start offering with our scissor fobs that if you want to have it as a keychain, we can change the end here for you into split rings. And I have nickel ones, but I would like to get some in other metals. And so I may put it up there just like this with this lobster claw. But I have to see if I can find any locally. I don't know that I want to order it. But so while we were there, of course, I couldn't get just lobster claws because those were in the area of the beads and the charms. We put charms on all of our bags, and of course for scissor fobs, we put a charm or something at the end. Anyway, I needed some turtles. I needed aquatic turtles. And this is an anchor, but I guess it could be called navy. And then, of course, there's the aquatic turtles. So I liked these. And I found these turtles. So both of those, one of these two kind should work. And then I saw these adorable little puppy dogs with bones. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do with them, but they're so cute. Anyway, I decided I had to have them. And that is all my haul. But I did have a funny story. I was working with crimp beads, and I have some that are a little bigger, but these were itty bitty tiny crimp beads. And I wanted to use those because they were dark. And I went to go open the bag, and I opened it upside down accidentally, and crimp beads went flying everywhere. They were pinging off of the walls. It was terrible. And I was down on the floor trying to get them. I wasn't really on the floor, I was kind of squatting to pick them up. And my dog, of course, wanted to help, and I didn't want her to eat any of them. So the next couple of days, I was like, why do my thighs hurt so bad? I was like, ow, it hurts to walk. Obviously, I need to get more exercise. Anyway, It's finally starting to warm up here, and hopefully I'll be able to have a pool opening party soon. And, well, I say party. My nephew likes to swim here. I like to swim. You know, maybe my sister. We wouldn't have any more than that, but and just you know, barbecue and enjoy our pool finally. But today I had to I went out to the pool. It hadn't been out in a long time, and I wanted to go check on it, and I was like, something's wrong. And the fountain wasn't running, so I went ahead and flipped it on to see if I could figure out what was wrong with it. And I realized that the vacuum had come unplugged from the wall. And of course, it's not going to clean the pool if it's not plugged in. So it was maybe 70 degrees outside and the sun was shining. You know, you're fine if you're just standing around outside, not for too long or anything. The wind finally died down. It wasn't windy like it's been the past few days. But I grabbed the hose and it dripped all over the deck, and but to put it in, I had to lay down on the deck and put my arm into the water almost up to here because that's the only way I could reach. That water was cold. Cold. So we're probably going to have more than a day or two of warm weather before we can use our pool. But that's all I have. Just random story. Sorry. I'll see you next week, and thanks for listening. Bye.